Lou?
As he said, get over it. Catherine Herridge from Washington, thank you. Senator Mike Lee today failed for, are you ready, a fourth time to pass his legislation that would accelerate the flow of Indian H1B visa workers and Chinese workers into the United States. Senate Bill 386. It's entitled, quote, the Fairness for High-Skilled Immigrants Act, end quote. It has already passed in the House as H.R. 1044. It is supported by the Indian government as well as big tech like Google and Microsoft. Before trying to push the bill today, Senator Lee met with Indian men and women from a group called Immigration Voice who support the bill. Lee took to the Senate floor trying to highlight some of those Indian workers who would benefit from such legislation, but he encountered some considerable difficulty.
Ugnahin Gu is a registered nurse. Dr. Chaitanya Mumilapuli, Dr. Sri Obularadi, Dr. Priya Shanmugnam.
I'm not saying I could do any better, but he did terrible. Lee then went on to say that he hasn't heard anyone give a sound reason for not supporting his bill. Senator Dick Durbin obliged him then and objected, using this reasoned argument.
Giving these visas only to those who are waiting in line who are from Indian descent, doing that, and no visas for the rest of the world, if you follow the Senator Lee proposal, in 10 years there'll still be 165,000 people of Indian descent waiting in line, and the rest of the world would have been excluded. This is unfair.
Senator Durbin, of course, has his own legislation, a bill that would also lift the per-country caps on H-1B visas, exempt spouses and children from being counted for the purpose of any quotas, and raise the annual available number of employment-based visas, of course.